And we are back. Thank you for tuning in to Sundays at the Square. I'm your host, Toni Ringgold, and today I'm having a wonderful. This show is pre-recorded, guys, due to COVID-19. So some of the information that I'm going to give today actually pertains to the live listeners that are listening right now, which is Friday, June 12th. So if you missed this event that is going to be today, don't worry, there will be more events. And this organization that I am proud to be a part of, I am speaking with the founder right now. Her name is Miss Terrace Goodwin. I'm going to allow her to introduce herself and to tell us a little bit more about who she is.
Yeah, so my name is Terrace Goodwin. I am pretty much a lifelong resident of Temple. I am a mother, an RN, and, a budding activist. Social justice issues are those which are very near and dear to my heart, and in particular, the issues that affect the Black community.
Awesome. I definitely, I have to commend you. You have been very vocal, speaking out against the injustices of Black people in America, but especially in our local community. I definitely applaud you, because even though this may not necessarily be a family member or someone that you were directly affected by, you still had enough within you to push for some change. And so I think that it's awesome what you're doing. I love the peaceful protest, the rally that was in Temple. First of all, I lived in Temple for 7 years. I lived in Temple from 2010 to 2017. And I have never seen so many people of all different races, ages, different economic backgrounds come together like that. Have I ever saw that? And that was historical for Temple. Tell me a little bit about that and how that made you feel.
Yeah, that honestly, I'm the same as you, Toni. I have never, ever seen that many people come together of different backgrounds, except for maybe graduations. High school graduations, that would be the only time I've seen, that turnout. And right. It was just beautiful to hear, Michael Dean's name spoken by so many people, especially when I feel like there's been a concerted effort by, our city government and our police department to, kind of brush this under the rug and keep things quiet so we forget about it, and they can silently go on addressing this issue, this horrible tragedy, as they see fit, versus what the community and Michael Dean's family sees and demands as justice.
Exactly. So there is a new budding diverse organization that I'm very happy to be a part of. And it is called Wake Up Temple. Tell me a little bit about the organization and some of the things that you guys are planning on doing, and then something that's actually happening this evening.
Yeah, so Wake Up Temple is an organization. I'll go ahead and read y'all our mission statement. We pride ourselves in being a diverse group of individuals who come together for this common goal, and I'm so happy to share this with you guys. So the name Wake Up Temple came to be because, we all know what it means to be woke. And honestly, quite frankly, Temple, Texas, we are not woke. We are, unaware, either willingly or unknowingly, of the issues in the systemic racism that affects the Black community and beyond. So that's why we chose the name. And our mission statement is that we are a diverse group of individuals who vow to dedicate ourselves to the common goal of supporting and empowering Temple's Black community as we work to ensure equity in education, economic growth, and community safety.
I love it.
Yeah, you helped make that mission statement,
so much. I see Deontay in the background. I'm going to try to bring him on one more time.
Okay, let's try.
I hope it works. Here we go.
I'll say, yeah. I think we
All right, talk to me. Say something.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Y'all can hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, it was probably because I wasn't on Wi-Fi. I was just using my cellular, so now I'm on the Wi-Fi.
Awesome. Happy to have you.
Thank you.
Let's do this thing. Deontay, I want to allow the listeners to know a little bit about who you are as well.
Okay, awesome. Well, my name is Deontay Davis. I was born and raised in the Temple area, Temple community. I've lived on every side of Temple that there is to live on. North side, south side, east side. Growing up in, you know, what we refer to in Temple as Meadow Ghetto and the Mainers. So, you know, I'm true what they call, individuals might call a project baby. But hey, you know, it is what it is. But I've grown here. I've gone to school here. I've actually used to be in pre-AP IB, used to be in the gifted and talented courses. One of the reasons why I dropped out because of the systemic racism that is apparent and it's obvious, and we're not defended, we're not protected, and that's one of the messages of Wake Up Temple is to build that. And that's what I've been motivated to love my Black self. As I said in the protest, you know, I love my Black self, and I'm a firm believer in that. And that's what motivates me every day so that I can see Black love grow for each other and outside of our community.
Awesome. And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you, Deontay?
I am 29 years old, class of 09 Temple Wildcats.
Okay. I love the fact that, you know, it's a group, even with Wake Up Temple. I'm going to mute your mic. Hold on real quick. Even with Wake Up Temple, I love the fact that there is such a diversity, even with the ages. You know, you have people that have been around a little bit longer than you have a lot of the younger people as well. It's a really diverse group. The biggest thing for me, and one of the questions that I know a lot of people have is what makes this organization different? What makes us, I should say, stand out and have something where we don't just have a name and we're not just a group, but what are the things that we're doing to really make a difference in some of those plans? And I think, Terrace, you were ready to answer.
Right. So we firmly believe, you know, there are so many people in our community who are willing to step up and make a change and, you know, form organizations and be a part of organizations to affect this change. However, Deontay and I spoke and, you know, we recognize that there are multiple ways that we should approach this issue. And, you know, there is meaning and there's power in having an all Black organization, basically for us, by us. And so Deontay has founded an organization to do that, which is called Beam. However, with this organization, we really wanted to focus on the approach of unity and diversity because we believe in order for us to really affect this change and get this lasting change and change the hearts of those who don't look like us, we need to have them, you know, as active participants in this movement and on our side. So that sets us apart, just how diverse we are in age, gender, race, every line that you could, you know, people draw in the sand, we're crossing those lines and saying we're coming together to achieve this common goal. And I feel like I believe in the power of people and the power we have when we come together to achieve that goal. So I think that's what this organization is really going to have that sets us apart. And then also just the beautiful, amazing members who comprise this and the drive and the resources that they're willing to devote towards this. And resources doesn't mean money. It doesn't always mean money. I want to make that very clear because that's something that, you know, monetary sponsorship and donations are great, but resources, your time, your skill set, just like you, Toni, I want to say thank you so much for using your platform to help further this movement. And that's a resource. And we have many Tonys on our team who have resources and skills that they're willing to devote towards this. So
absolutely. And that's one thing that I really appreciate about this group. A lot of times when we talk about race issues, people feel like we need to divide and conquer. And, you know, okay, I'm just going to have this particular group of people and we're only going to. But what I realized, and actually, My business partner helped me to realize this. My business partner is a white woman. You've met her. Your baby took Terrace. I think your baby was taking art. I give a shout out to Amelia Ray Broker of Tap Tap Art School. I came there. I moved from Temple, closed my doors in Temple, and I moved to this area. And I just knew I needed to go. And when I moved to this area, which is only a few minutes down the street, I was looking for a business to partner up with. And I met Amelia, and within like an hour, she had given me a full space and was like, look, I know you need to get started. Can you afford this amount every month? I was like, yes, I can. And we have grown so close. And now we're building a brand new addition. My business is expanding within, and even though we're two different entities, we're two different people, two different businesses, two completely different lives, we have truly become family. And I didn't really understand that. I was never a racist, but I had experienced a lot of racism, a lot of, oh, you're smart for a Black girl, a lot of, well, you talked about, what you experienced even in high school. I remember being a part of in Austin, we had the Liberal Arts and Science Academy of LBJ High School. I remember being in my AP courses and in the academy, and people looking at me like I was crazy, because it was crazy. The academy was upstairs and it was a completely different world. And downstairs is what they call the regulars. And that was like the regular courses, or, your basic courses. I don't know if they call them regulars for you guys too, but that's what they call it, the regulars. And it looked like, some pristine school upstairs, and it looked like dang on Lean On Me downstairs. And, the only time you really came downstairs was to go to lunch. And so, I remember hall monitors stopping me in the hallway, asking me what class I was supposed to be in, because I didn't look like I was supposed to be in this particular area of the school. Segregation is still very rampant today, even within our school system. And in our education, there's a huge disparity. How can you go to the school but have completely different educational experiences? And so when I joined with Tap Tap, it changed my whole view, and it showed me that there's someone that can actually see me, see what I bring to the table, and appreciate what I bring to the table, and know that what I bring to the table is valuable. And I think that that's really important with what you're doing with Wake Up Temple, is that we have to understand a white person, they are white, and that is fine. And they are who they are. And a Black person is Black, and that's fine. And they are who they are. We don't have to change or assimilate or make each other anything other than what we are. What we need to do is come together and understand how to coexist, to understand cultural differences, and to realize that everybody deserves an equal chance at a positive life. And so I believe with Wake Up Temple, that is what you guys are representing. And that's the reason why I'm backing you and super excited to be a part of it. Deontay, I think you had something to say. Hold on.
I would just like to, reiterate on kind of like what Terrace mentioned a little bit earlier, is that we have 3 strategic fields in which we actually wanted to engage on making sure that we have equity, making sure that we have change. That's why we said that we have to vow, because if we're vowing to do that, that means we're going to see this out to the end. We have to design, right. Okay, what does equity in the Black community looks like? It looks like us making changes in our school system and changing the way the education system addresses Black youth, how they come to them, how they build with them. Because one of the things that we notice is that a lot of times they aren't asked why. They aren't asked what's wrong. They're just disciplined. They're just saying, well, you're behaving not the ideal way, so we're going to suspend you. We're going to discipline you. We're going to get you out of here because you're being a nuisance. And, one of our members mentioned that. She's like, well, when I was in high school, I had a lot of teachers asking me why. What's going on? Why are you not acting like this? And we don't really see that with a lot of our Black youth. Secondly, we want to focus on how Black people are perceived in our community, how we're perceived when we speak up, when we speak out, how a lot of times we get shut down. We get told that, oh, you shouldn't express that way, or you shouldn't express that way. instead of actually just listen to what we're saying and why we even have a voice to speak in the first place. And that happens. So we want to address the narrative of the Black people. And that's important that we have people of different colors coming in and seeing us like, hey, this is our story. This is our struggle. This is our pain. This is our hurt. There's some ugly in there. And you have to be willing to say, you
Right.
know what, we as people of other races, we have also participated in that. We have allowed that because we didn't speak up either. And as people,
Right.
for a system that is predominantly white rule, Temple is predominantly white individuals making laws, making policies, and we have to call that spade a spade. You know what I mean? And we have to say, you guys, it's important that if y'all do come outside of our community, that you take that back to your community and let them know that that's not right. That's not okay. We can't stand for that because that's not right. That's not justice.
Right.
That's not fair. That's not equity. And we're also going to be attacking the issues with economics. This is probably going to be the most important because we need to bridge the gaps of economic disparity. I mean, from what Black people bring in and what other communities bring in, there's a significant gap. It is an extreme gap, and it's to the point to where we're at a critical deficiency. And that's important that we learn how to collaborate with people outside of our community and people within our community. And we have to have people outside of the community also pushing it. Black people are smart. Black people are intelligent.
Right.
Black people are extremely capable. And we need to
And
have them also speaking and saying that.
absolutely. I completely agree. Thank you so much, Deontay, for that explanation and for really stating the goals. If you are tuned in, you are tuned into Sundays at the Square. I'm your host, Toni Ringgold. And I'm so happy to have these two wonderful young movers and shakers, impactors and game changers sitting in front of me right now. I'm super excited to be able to be a part of the team and what you guys are doing. Now, for our live viewers, this will pertain to you. Unfortunately, for those who are going to be hearing via radio, you're going to miss this event. But don't worry, there will be more events. But I want to talk about what's happening this evening. Terrace, can you give us some details?
Yeah, definitely. So we really want to, like Deontay said, we are vowing to see this all the way through. And we're in it for the long run, and we need the community in Temple to stand beside us and say that they're in it for their long run as well, the long game. So, the first step was showing up at that protest. That was beautiful how many people were there, and it was so moving, and you can just feel the tide was changing, and you can see the potential for that. However, that was just part of the, that was the relay, that was the first leg of the relay. So we got to pass the baton on. And this next leg is really going to be voting registration, voting education, knowing who your candidates are, knowing who represents you, knowing what they stand for. And the reason that's important is because these people who you elect or don't elect into power, if you choose not to vote, they're the ones who make these laws and decisions that directly impact the Black community. And depending on who we vote in, that's what we're going to see manifest into, the everyday actions. Of course, we recognize fully that we have to address, the hearts of people as well. And we're going to change hearts. We know that as more and more people open their hearts up to see us as not just Black people, but people with so many things to offer. And yes, we are Black and we love our Black selves, but we're everything, just like anyone else is. And once they start seeing us like that, we know we're going to make progress there. But until that happens, and that's going to take a while. This was years upon years upon years of these ways, these oppressive ways of thinking and thought processes. So that's going to take time. But, we have the power and the right to really, step in and make a change and get these people in or out of power who are going to make those policies and laws that are going to either be for us or against us. So that's
Right.
really what we're aiming for here. So tonight's registration event, we will We will be providing voter registrars. So all you have to do is come, bring your ID. If you don't have an ID or driver's license, the last 4 of your social is sufficient. So we can get you registered right there on the spot. We will also be providing some voter education. So I actually have been working really hard with another person in our group to compile this document that has some important links and information to get yourself educated. We will also have some music. We will have coupons from our amazing sponsors. I didn't say money wasn't helpful at all. I said that wasn't the only thing, but we're very grateful for our sponsors, Bird Creek Burgers. They are going to be providing coupons for our people who come out and register and learn, as well as the owner of Peggy's Coffee House will be giving us some coupons and things to also hand out. You know, just I will clarify that we are nonpartisan. So we will not try to sway your vote either way. Anyone is welcome. And honestly, even if you don't align with our views and our goals, you do have the right to vote and to register. So this is here, and this is for everyone. So that's kind of a little bit about this event tonight. And I really hope we can see some people out there.
Yes. I am super excited. So let's get some logistical information so that anyone that wants to come out, they are able to do so. Where is it going to be located?
It will be in front of the Unincluded Club, and they have a brand spanking new location at 11 North 6th Street, and that is located in Temple. And it is right around the downtown area if you need a reference.
Awesome. 11 North 6th Street in downtown Temple. It's like right by the hair store, like right across the street from the hair store. Yeah, right off of Adams, you guys. So for those who are Temple residents, do they need to be a Temple resident in order to register to vote? They be from somewhere else and they can do their registration.
No, you can be from somewhere else and do your registration. Have to be a Texas voter. And to that effect, I would also like to mention at this time that we will have some envelopes that are pre-stamped and pre-printed, and we will print out some extra voter applications that people who come, if you have any friends or family members, you can take those back, and those can be filled out at the convenience and the timing that works for you, because we really that's how strongly we believe in this. We are going to make it as easy as possible for you to get this, and we also are providing transportation to this event. If you need that, please reach out to us on our Facebook page, Wake Up Temple. If you're a resident in the east side area of Temple, which is a predominantly Black community, we are right there, and we'll come and shuttle and pick you up and provide a mask and all for you. So
that is awesome. That is awesome. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited.
I know.
That makes my
it's
heart
amazing.
That makes me so happy. I love it. I mean, all bases are covered here. That is awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump off of the interview. But I want to thank you so much, Terrace and Deontay, both for coming in today. Wake Up Temple, honey, we waiting. They starting to wipe their eyes a little bit, wipe the cold out, get the eye boogers out. It's time to wake up, folks. Time to get woke for real. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in and talking with us today. Again, thank you for all of my live viewers right now. Yes, we are previously recorded, but it is okay. We are here and we are making things happen. I'm super excited and blessed to be able to have this job. Terrace had something she wanted to say real quick. Go ahead.
Yes, just before we get off, for the ones who are watching this or listening to this later, we will have other voting events, and we will we'll continue to do things like this. Like we said, we're in it for the long run, so please follow our page at Wake Up Temple on Facebook, and then also on Instagram at Wake Up Temple. It's pretty easy, so please follow us and be on the lookout. We will continue providing these events, and we just need y'all to show up. We're ready for y'all to join us.
Awesome. Thank you again, Deontay. Thank you, Terrace. Thank you to my live viewers and listeners. I appreciate you all. If you like this interview, you can catch this interview and other interviews on myb106.com. Again, that's myb106.com. You can also follow us right here on Facebook at B106 Hip Hop and R&B. Make sure you download the MyB106 app. And also, you can listen to me on Sunday mornings when you're getting up early in the morning. Holla at your girl. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at Toni Ringgold, ToniRinggold. Again, that's ToniRinggold. Thank you again for tuning in. And always, always, always remember, there's enough sun for everyone to shine. Be blessed.